Now, as far as remember Lot's wife, that also, it has much application. At this time, people have turned back, and that was Lot's wife. She never physically turned back as far as going back to the city, but she looked back from behind him, historically a reference to Lot, spiritually a reference to Christ. We're to follow the Lord Jesus Christ, and we're not to look back from him to the world, and the church has become part of the world. And so poor people after May 21, 2011, or after October 2011, or various points along the way, they look back. They went backward in their heart, and returned to church, and returned to the world, and returned to former doctrine. And no. And if anybody's done that, by the way, and there have been a few people that have, in confusion, we've heard from them over the years, and we've heard really encouraging accounts of people who, in confusion, at first, after May 21, 2011, or maybe a little bit along, and Mr. Camping had the stroke, and there wasn't information coming after the first few weeks when he was healthy. After he had his stroke, he just wasn't the same. And so into 2013, 2014, and the Lord was even allowing Mr. Camping to make statements, well, I guess no man can know in his weakened condition, in order to try people. And numbers of people, they said, well, I guess that's it. And we were wrong, and went back to church. But their spirits were uneasy. That's what some have reported. You can't feel at ease. You know too much. You have too much understanding. If someone's a true child of God, of course, it's the Spirit of God that won't allow them to rest easy in such a place where there is no Spirit of God, or a place that has come under the wrath of God, and God is commanded to get out of it. You can't sit easy. And then the Lord, in the lives of some of these people, they've reported they found our website, or they heard information, and then they began to understand. So if it's the case with someone who has gone in that backward direction, and maybe now it's even been several years, the Bible allows for a little hope in God's program of delayed drawing, that maybe he saved you, and in this confusion, in these days after the tribulation, maybe I would pursue this hope. And maybe it's not true. Maybe you went back because you're unsaved, and now you're starting to hear these things. That doesn't mean you're saved, but it could be. It could be. I wouldn't say it's absolute that someone's unsaved. So the thing to do would be to pursue that little hope, and to go to God and say, oh Lord, having had mercy, have mercy on me. Help me. I went the wrong direction. Help me turn the proper way and go the right way. Turn me and I shall turn. And after I was turned, I repented. And so given that it's the only hope, there is no hope in any church. absolutely none. It's where the tares have been bundled for burning. And why stay there? And there's definitely no hope in the world. Absolutely none. The only place is what God has revealed graciously to us in this time of the end. And so turn from those things, and maybe it will work out. I don't know, but that would be the only thing really for someone to do, the only little hope that they could follow.